Attention. Wrestling as you know it no longer exists. We are now in control.
Come on, man. Why are we out here in pig country out here? This is ridiculous.
Hey, look at it this way. There's at least a bright spot on the horizon around here. They've got a casino, so there is at least some civilization out here.
All right, I'll give you that one.
We gotta look at it that way.
I'll give you that one.
We gotta look at it
big
that way.
money's ready, man.
But regardless of that, PWR, Pro Wrestling Revolution, let's get one thing straight. The company may think there's a revolution, but they haven't got a clue what they're talking about. The revolution is going to be brought on by the Motor City High Rollers. We're here to bring back old school professional wrestling. We're not tired. We're tired of seeing all these guys coming around, jumping and flipping around and doing all this high flying stuff.
What is this? The guy's like on a flying trapeze. What do they think this is? A circus or something?
Well, the circus is in town. And unfortunately, it's the guys we're facing, Bronson Bay and Jordy, Jordan, or whatever he wants to call himself. Yeah, exactly, that's my point. These guys are going to learn the hard way. Old school professional wrestling is still alive, and with the Motor City High Rollers.
Welcome back to PWR TV. Dusty Nuts and the Sheep here with you. Episode 3, Dusty. You know, some groups, they post just a couple matches. Other groups post just some couple clips. Other groups
post one angle.
Post a whole big long 2-hour bullshit video with no commentary. But Dusty, we're here with you every single week.
For free.
This week is absolutely no exception. Episode 3, we are rolling with the Motor City High Rollers, Big Money Chuck Whedon, and Wildcard Deuce Diamond.
As we just heard from these two, they're definitely very confident in this match. I don't think they appreciate the location of this venue.
Well, they don't need to appreciate it, Dusty. What they need to appreciate is their opponents here tonight.
Oh, well, no shit. They're from the Motor City, though. You kind of got to understand why they come to Hickville. They get a little freaked out, so to speak. This is probably like Blair Witch shit to them.
And they're salty that they lost their entire tonight's earnings at the casino earlier this afternoon.
You're right. I remember them bitching about that in the locker room.
And then they actually got kicked out. Big Money Chuck Whedon had that little tapper thing. It's taped to his knee.
So we can't really call these guys Big Money Chuck Whedon today, can we?
No, we can call him No Money Chuck Whedon today.
Harsh. Let's just hope his match doesn't go that way for him tonight, eh?
Well, if they can pull off a win tonight, Dusty, that'll be a big payday. That'll be an extra little bonus in their pocket.
And we won't even try to prophesize what the bonus might be, Sheep. I don't even want to know what the people in the office got for bonuses for these guys.
Look at these guys here, Dusty, newcomers to the region here in PWR, Bronson Bay and Jordan Lee Jerry, otherwise known as Jordy, the ultimate jobber, Dusty.
The ultimate jobber. That sounds like somebody most of these guys don't want to face to me.
No.
Bronson Bay I've heard some good things about, though, and Jordy, to be honest with you. But
definitely, you know, Dusty, we're just kind of throwing them into the mix here and see how they hang here in PWR. Sort of open opportunity, if you will, for these guys tonight to prove themselves in this region.
As we know, our commissioner is very, very nice and humble with his open door policy here at PWR.
Well, we love to give everybody a chance, Dusty. That's what we like to do around here at PWR.
Bring in the best of all regions, gather in one place, and have our own little gathering.
Absolutely. There you see Bronson Bay.
And it's only about 2 in the morning here, folks, over at Bark River. International Raceway for the Trucks Gone Wild.
Oh yeah, we're going all night long, Dusty. The party does not stop. DJ Seismic in the house as always.
And see, now it's magically the sun's dropping again here. We work in weird hours here at PWR.
That's absolutely right. It's getting kind of weird colors in the sky too, Dusty. You might have something to say about that.
Some speculate that we have an old Air Force base around here, and I won't even say what kind of testing might go on there. But well, this is another story. You can follow us at Twitter, folks. PWR Wrestling on your Twitter book.
That is at PWR Wrestling.
Oh, that's a Twitter thing, yes,
for all
sir.
your Twitters, hashtag fuck you. The Motor City High Rollers are in the ring right now looking to make a statement as a tag team, Dusty.
Oh, they're going to need to make a statement after talking the talk. We'll see if they can walk the walk.
Talking a lot of trash, I'll give them that much.
Well, you're allowed to do it. You're allowed to do it if you can back it up. That's the thing, though. We haven't seen if these guys can back it up or not yet.
Wild card Deuce Diamond in the ring to start it out with Bronson Bay. Bronson Bay.
It sounds like a movie star's name or something, Sheep.
Definitely. Bronson Bay from the Tampa, Florida area. As you can tell by his nice sunny tan and his orange shorts there.
Straight out of the fraternity at his local frat.
Yeah, I think he might be a frat boy, Dusty. He looks the part, no doubt about that.
Well, he's definitely
going to rope, Dusty. This is something we haven't seen around here.
And folks, this takes a tremendous amount of balance to do.
Down on the shoulder. That's going to pop his arm right out of socket there,
dislocated
Dusty.
that shoulder right there, Sheep. This could start out bad for the Motor City High Rollers.
Bronson Bay walking the top rope. Nice agility, nice display for this newcomer.
It's a risky move for many reasons, Sheep. You're walking the tightrope. We all know.
Rolls him up. 1, 2 count. Deuce with the kick out.
Just a little too early for that, Sheep.
Deuce, as you can tell, a wily veteran. A little bit older than the younger, greener Bronson Bay, tagging in Jordy.
And Jordy, the first time we see him in the ring, goes after that shoulder as well, Sheep. Looks like a little teamwork here.
Absolutely. Jordy now hammering on Deuce Diamond. Jordy, the ultimate jobber, Dusty. His uncle is, in fact, the man who runs NWA Wisconsin. Little known fact.
A little known fact. I didn't know that until just now, but thank you.
Yeah, he likes to tote it backstage. He likes to...
Oh, that's what he was talking about, flashing his money around.
Yeah, he likes to walk around like he's something big. But nonetheless, he is something big here in PWR if he can knock off one over the wily veteran Deuce Diamond and Chuck Whedon here tonight.
Well, like they were saying, this is a battle between the new school and the old school, Sheep.
Oh, definitely, Dusty. Good
nice little reversal
contrast of styles, the contrast of personalities, for sure.
Big toss there by Jordy, actually, Sheep. That's a normal type of move, but he did it pretty hard.
Got a lot of leverage on that one. Deuce getting caught up in the ropes there. I think Deuce needs to tag out right about now, Dusty. That would be about the smartest thing he could do.
He's looking pretty winded, Sheep. Man, he's old.
Deuce just celebrating his 29th birthday, Dusty.
29th, eh?
No. Anyway, he needs to tag Chuck Whedon. You know, that's the thing in a tag team match too, Dusty, is you have the ability, as he does right there, Chuck tagging himself in.
There's a little bit of veteran maneuver right there. You see how he drug him into that corner? I don't think Jordy's seen that coming.
Well, here's another thing, Dusty. The High Rollers are used to working with each other. They are an established tag team. They run a lot of the downstate area, territory, Illinois territory. Jordy and Bronson Bay have been freshly paired together by us here tonight just to kind of give them a feel, basically.
Well, so far it looks like Jordy's losing the momentum of this match. Chuck's starting to take a hold of this match, Sheep.
Well, Chuck's the fresher man. Bronson getting tagged in. This is Chuck's first time in the ring, though. There's been more in and out tags between Jordy and Bronson Bay, Dusty. Nice drop toe hold as Chuck rushes in.
That was a great and smart move right there, Sheep. That's a big man running at you. I don't think I'm going to do anything but fall over either.
Look at this maneuver. Scoops him up, down on the knee. Big backbreaker. And now slams him on the ground. 2 count.
A very, very quick 2 count.
And now he's putting an elbow to him. Chuck needs to get up out of there.
It's turned out to be quite the match, Sheep. As you can see, the backbreaker.
Well, both these teams are hungry, Dusty, and that's the thing. The wild card Deuce Diamond and his partner Chuck Whedon, the High Rollers, They're trying to make a name here in PWR, put themselves in tag team title alignment for when we drop a tag title. Bronson Bay and Jordy, new to the region, they're just trying to make a name for themselves in general.
You see Bronson's putting it all in line there with that standing flip there a couple seconds ago. It was an amazing maneuver.
Nothing to lose here in PWR.
And another tag, and you got to wonder if this is going to be the deciding factor of this match, Sheep. Those guys are coming in and out and staying fresh.
Absolutely. You can also follow us on PWR Wrestling Channel. That's YouTube/PWR Wrestling Channel. You can find all of our great videos, all of our great episodes, just like this one right there on YouTube.
And for those of you that don't know, the next episode after this one will be coming out exactly 7 days from today.
That's right. We're weekly, Dusty. Every fucking week.
Let's see the
Big
replay.
suplex here. Chuck Whedon. Nice. He goes for the cover right away, Dusty. No time to taunt.
Well, you know, you might think it's early, you might not think you have time, but then at the same time, if you don't try the pinfalls, you're not going to get one.
Well, you don't get paid by the hour here in wrestling, Dusty. You got to go for the win as quick as you can get it. Get yourself out of the ring. Get yourself back to your hotel room for the shower. You don't want to be in there too long risking injury, showing off.
And you need to stay healthy for your next match. These guys work a lot of times 4 or 5 days a week.
That's what I'm saying. Deuce Diamond now just clawing at the face of Jordy. Jordy's in a world of hurt here. It looks like he might need to be tagging back out to Bronson pretty soon here, as Chuck Whedon comes back in.
Let's see a little teamwork for the High Rulers finally here, folks.
The High Rulers, High Rollers. 1 count, 2 count, only a 2.
Maybe we can call them the High Rulers depending on the end of this match.
If they win this match, they will be the High Rulers of the tag team division currently.
He's taunting him there with the want the tag.
Look at that, Dusty.
That
now,
might
that's
not be
just
smart there.
that's just showing off at that point.
Well, we all know as we speak about many matches, a little bitch slap to the face to Bronson, but mind games can be the deciding factor in the match as well.
Well, especially when you got veterans against greenhorns here, Dusty.
As you see, they just got the ref distracted and they're using it to their advantage.
Veteran tactics.
You might call it dirty.
Make
folks.
a wish, Dusty. Oh! Jordy's gonna be
having a hard time walking after that one.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend aren't doing nothing tonight. That's
Some
for sure.
call that dirty, others call it smart, Sheep. But to me, if you don't get caught, you might as well go for it.
Well, that's the way it goes here in PWR.
I suppose I shouldn't say that to PWR's commissioners, but still.
That's all right, Dusty. It's up to the referee's discretion. We always leave things in the hands of the referee here in PWR. You're not gonna see me running out making too many decisions against the referee.
So you're saying we're not going to have a 5-minute delay during the show so we can watch a replay and make sure the call was correct?
No instant replay here, and not that kind of instant
No
replay.
little red beanbag that everybody hates to see?
Definitely not, Dusty.
That's what I like to hear. As you see, folks, it's pandemonium here. The ref is... Bronson Bay is falling right into their trap. This is the second time we've seen this now.
Jordy getting choked out in the corner.
Bronson's causing this, Sheep. He needs to stop talking to the ref.
Definitely. He's trying to rush in. He needs to, and that's the veteran tactics, Dusty. That's something that they'll get used to as they spend more time around a wrestling ring.
Well, this is where you see the two different sides of wrestling, the old school and the new school.
Old school versus new school right here in tag team action. 2 count. Referee Kevin almost getting that 3.
I thought his name was Job.
Job?
Yeah.
I don't think so, Dusty.
Or was it Billy?
No, that Billy was his gimp cousin that he brought with him.
Oh, okay. Ref Kevin.
Ref Kevin.
Can I call him Bandana?
You can call him whatever you want, Dusty.
What a
Referees
double
don't matter
jumping
much here.
clothesline.
Not to take away from the action, Jordy with a huge comeback. Let's take another look at that. Ducks under again. Big double clothesline, taking out both the high rollers.
Looks like Jordy was the one rolling high there, Sheep.
Jordy is on a roll here tonight, no doubt about it. He might take his luck straight to the casino and
This
try
turned
to...
out to be a barn burner, Sheep. Probably only about a mile from a real barn.
Well, that barn actually did burn down, Dusty.
Is that why the cops were?
Yes, it did.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
I think you're right. This one actually, anyway, Jordy crawling, trying to make that tag, reaching for the corner.
Both men trying to make this tag, folks.
Makes the jump, the hot tag, if you will. Bronson is in. Big, huge hammer fist to both foreheads. What was that now? Big elbows to both the high rollers. Bronson Bay is wrecking shop right now with the hot tag. Chuck Whedon in the
Decides to
corner.
go for the stocking
2,
rope.
3, 4.
All the way to 10, folks.
And those were a and now Diamond rushes in and clotheslines his own partner. I was going to say he tagged him in the forehead. Tagged his tag partner.
Bronson Bay came in on the hot take, folks, and completely wiped this ring. Oh no, big toe trip.
Oh man,
right to the groin of his own teammate.
That's the money shot to Big Money right there.
Who already lost all of his money, mind you.
Big scoop slam now down on Deuce Diamond.
He's going for the far turnbuckle, folks.
High Roller's not having a good night here in Bork River, Michigan. Huge Randy Savage elbow drop off the top rope by Bronson Bay. Oh, and that would have been a sure 3 count.
Did he get it?
Chuck
No, he
wouldn't have
didn't.
been there.
Chuck stopping the 3 count, folks.
Chuck barely stopping.
Look
Look
at how far
this.
he jumped for this, folks. The other turnbuckle's 2 feet next to where he's laying. He decided to go for the far.
And that is high risk, Dusty.
High rolling, so to speak.
High rolling, high risk on the high rollers. He rolled the dice on that one. Look at that maneuver. Huge Chuck Whedon now. Oh my God.
This match is turning out to be insane, Sheep. I don't know who's gonna win this. They've both taken control, lost it, taken control, lost it.
Bronson Bay is fight. Oh, look at that, a diamond cutter from Deuce Diamond.
Think he might have stole that?
No, he originated it,
That's what I
Dusty. He
thought.
was around a little bit before Diamond Dallas Page.
That's what I thought. I was pretty sure about that. Look at this move now. The teamwork from the old guys.
Look
is
at
starting to
that.
show.
Double team maneuver. The referee should be not even. Oh, it's a 3 count, Dusty. The
That's
high
over.
rollers making up for a little bit of their loss earlier tonight at the casino.
And you know what? They talked it.
They're
they
gonna
walked
take
it.
that purse money home tonight, Dusty. They broke even here tonight.
They talked the talk, they walked the walk. Not to take anything from Jordy and Bronson, who obviously put on a tremendous match here tonight, folks.
Oh, definitely. I have no doubt that we'll see both Jordy and Bronson back in PWR at some point soon. But for tonight, the win goes to the high rollers, Dusty.
Who can take their purse money and head back to the casino and hopefully make some gas money.
Double it up and get home, Dusty. Look at this.
You notice the nice design from his stars, the position of those stars. I just wonder if it's done purposely.
Well, Macho Man Randy Savage used to wear tights similar to that in the day.
Maybe it's part of the whole branding of your character.
Well, it does draw attention. Big suplex there by Big Money Chuck Whedon. And you know, this was a good back and forth match, Dusty. Both teams.
You really didn't have anybody take the momentum in this match.
Definitely not. I would say it was anybody's ball game right up to the end there, but just the double team tandem tactics of the high rollers got to be a little bit too much for the newcomers, Bronson and Jordy.
And their veteran experience, you know, they know how to save their energy till the last lap.
Later tonight, Dusty, a first round qualifying matchup. The Trace TW3 against Rough Rider Rashawn. That's later tonight. First round qualifying match in the tournament to crown a champion.
And that is definitely going to be a match you guys want to stick around and watch.
Absolutely, the big tough man, Rough Rider Rashawn, the high flyer TW3. Who's gonna get the win? You're gonna find out a little bit later tonight here at PWR TV.
And mind you, Sheep, the winner of this will go on to face Silas and Brian Skyline.
Bork River, Michigan, July 7th. TW3 is coming to your town. Pro Wrestling Revolution has its inaugural show and they're going to crown their first heavyweight champion. How fitting, I've been into that tournament. Now, if you've never seen TW3 before, you don't know what you're missing. And you're not going to want to miss this. There are other great guys on this show like Silas Young and Brian Skyline, guys I've faced before. But I'm guaranteeing you this, Bork River, I will be the first Pro Wrestling Revolution heavyweight champion.
Oh my god. The monster, it's escaped.
Find a new energy drink monster made of pure awesome. We tamed it, you drink it, buy it, drink it, enjoy it.
Monster Energy Dusty, the proud sponsor of PWR Pro Wrestling Revolution. There you see the brackets of this here title tournament, Dusty.
As you see, we got Brian Skyline, who passed up his first match against Daredevil Devin. Then we got Silas Young. Well, who'll be next, Sheep? What's your prediction? Is it going to be Rough Rider Rashawn, or will it be T-Dub3?
Hard to say right now, Dusty. Let's not forget about the Archer Sterling Brock Hardy match. Both these guys have been suspended indefinitely for continuing to fight backstage after they were both counted out fighting.
So let's clear this up. What's the end match going to be then? It was supposed to be a fatal four-way, correct?
It was supposed to be a fatal four-way. It will now be a triple threat. No, a three-way. Three-way elimination.
That just sounds better.
It does sound better. Well, you see, a triple threat is more of a sudden death. One guy gets pinned, they're eliminated. That's the end of the match. In a three-way elimination match, two guys out of the three have to be eliminated for there to be a solid winner.
Well, thank you for clearing that up, but I still like the way a three-way sounds compared to the fatal four-way.
You don't like four-ways, Dusty?
We won't even get into that, but I'm French, and a menage a trois, perfect.
Here we go, Rough Rider Rashawn. Somebody you don't want to see in the middle of your menage a trois, Dusty.
No, I don't think he would be in one that I was in.
Though if you ever get locked up, he might be in the middle of your...
As you see, he's repping the Trucks Gone Wild shirt. He little love from Rashawn there.
Definitely. He's also got the MMA gloves on.
I think he was playing in the mud earlier, like all the truckers in the redneck area up here.
He doesn't seem the type, Dusty, but you never know. I could see him maybe out rolling around in the mud a little bit. Maybe that's how he gets his tan, like a pig.
Yeah, I think he was over there lifting and twirling around those monster truck tires for a warm-up.
They had Rough Rider Rashawn out there to pull the trucks out once they got stuck in the mud.
That's what it was. I like that one. It was old-fashioned human tractor pull.
TW3 on his way to the ring. TW3, the Trace.
Yeah, he's what someone around here could call a fan favorite of the region, I would say. Sheep.
Fan favorite in the region, in some places. Up in the air in other places.
I suppose there's always a little bit of...
Remains to be seen, but such is life, Dusty. Everybody's a little bit in the middle, and TW3 not looking to be caught in the middle of this title tournament, Dusty. He wants to be at the end. He wants to be at the top. He wants to be the PWR champion.
Anybody in the region, I mean, TW3 has fought for a long time in other promotions. A long way. He's won his titles. He's got screwed over in his titles. He's a top contender in most title tournaments and most independent wrestling companies.
TW3, arguably the best wrestler in this region to have never held a major championship.
And I'm sure he's got a little chip on his shoulder for that one, Sheep.
Definitely. But if you do go over to the Wisconsin area, TW3 does hold championships currently in Wisconsin. So.
I don't think this is the way to go after Rough Rider Rashawn, though. Lock it up like that, he's just going to throw you around.
Rough Rider Rashawn's a big bully. I don't think TW3 is going to want to try to match strength with Rough Rider Rashawn in this one. Next time you're going to see us live, Dusty, Pro Wrestling Revolution in Marquette, Michigan at the Masonic Temple.
Be there.
Be there or be
like it'll be a lot of fun. I heard there's some DJs or something afterwards too.
DJs and hip-hop.
Laser lights.
And Masonic initiations.
And women.
Well,
Which don't go hand in hand.
They're part of the initiations, Dusty. Here you see Rough Rider Rashawn bullying T-Dub into the corner. T-Dub slipping out.
And that's what T-Dub's got to use. T-Dub's got to use that speed because, I mean, you can't go brute force with this guy, Sheep.
Definitely. There you go. Rough Rider Rashawn rushing in. T-Dub. Nice kick to the face. T-Dub using that speed. TW3 high impact.
And with the movie next Friday coming out, is it bad to say this is almost a comparison with Debo?
You could say that this could be correct.
Just size-wise, they don't look like each other. Just the size comparison here.
T-Dub mounting some great offense. Did you know that Debo actually fought Hulk Hogan?
I did not know.
Big kick to the face.
Huge roundhouse off the second rope. Really get it? No, he only gets a 2 count.
Only a 2 on the big man.
It's a great spinning roundhouse off the second rope, and that's what you see out of TW3, that versatility, that high-flying, fast maneuver.
And that's what it's going to take down the 12-year veteran Rough Rider Rashawn, also a championship holder in one time or another over in Wisconsin.
Rumor has it that Rush Rider Rashawn was actually on tour with DMX as a bodyguard.
I did not know that, Dusty. That's
Purely
good
speculation.
That's good investigative journalism on your part.
Oh, yeah, that's my forte.
Oh, look at that now. He takes a nice spinning maneuver, taking T-Dub down by the knee and now stomping on it.
Good tactical maneuver here. Take the speedy guy's legs out.
Well, that's what you got to do to a guy like T-Dub. If he has no legs, he has no offense. Look at that. Just slams his knee into that ring. That hard mat, Dusty.
Everybody knows the ring here at PWR is solid steel. There is no padding underneath that mat.
Yeah, we don't put pads. It is solid concrete.
And you got to give the big guy.
Blocks.
You got to give the big guy some credit here. He's playing the ground game really well against TW3.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you'd see that kind of an offense out of a big brooding man like Rough Rider Rashawn, but he's definitely got those mat tactics. Look at this now. Slapping those sides. When you slap the ribs like that, Dusty, that makes T-Dub throw his arms back like that so he can stretch them. He's trying to protect those ribs because he's basically saying...
Put him in a quite vulnerable position.
He says, give me your arms or I'm going to pop your kidneys, basically. Oh, 2 count there by Rough Rider Rashawn.
Rough Rider Rashawn seems to have a control of this match. Completely slowed the momentum down on TW3, which we know is his forte.
Well, there's a major size difference in this match, Dusty. Rashawn, I would imagine that goes hand in hand with a major strength difference as well. And Rashawn is just using his absolute power to crush T-Dub right now.
Yeah, you got the combination of keeping him on the ground, using your ground game, and then focusing on that knee as you see
continuing to pound on that knee.
T-Dub's in tremendous pain. I mean, for all you know, his kneecap has been shattered already.
His kneecap could be in big trouble as Rough Rider Rashawn continues to pound.
It's a big body with a lot of speed going into that kneecap, Sheep.
Definitely.
Our referee's getting down now, making sure T-Dub's able to wrestle.
Well, he doesn't look like he wants to give it up yet, Dusty.
We know that. TW3 is not a quitter. There's no white flag coming out of his shorts.
This is for the PWR Championship, a qualifying match, I should say, to advance to the match for the PWR Championship. TW3 never held a belt in this area. Rough Rider Rashawn new to this area. Look at this now, going for a sunset flip.
And he misses the leg drop.
T-Dub following up with a nice drop kick to the face, almost like a double stomp.
He goes for the pin, gets 2, that's it. He doesn't get the 3 count. It's a good time for that, I think. Sheep, slow that match down again.
That was a terrible cover, though.
I was just going to say, I don't think he planned on getting the cover. That's a mind game maneuver right there.
Yeah, he didn't put enough weight across the upper body of Rough Rider Rashawn.
That's him saying, hey, man, I'm taking this momentum back.
And just as quick as that can happen, Rashawn clips that knee again.
And goes right back to the ground game, Sheep. This could be a tale of, you can't really call it an upset, but...
Look at that, he's shoving his own foot in his ass, Dusty. How's that, how would that feel?
You know, I don't think I can even prepare to assume how that feels, Sheep. I don't like the word assume anyway.
Rashawn now stretching him. Almost like a regal stretch there. T-Dub got the hand on the rope.
And so that's a veteran move right there.
And that's an advantage that comes with our smaller size ring too, Dusty.
Very true, folks. This is a 14 by 14 ring, but it also forces these wrestlers to be more high impact. There's no time in between.
Well, it pushes them together. It's close up. There's no escape from each other.
As you see T-Dub's fighting back here.
Big kick to the temple. Rashawn might have been knocked out off of that shot.
And you know, T-Dub delivered some force with that, but you've got to wonder if that didn't hurt him as well with that bad leg that Rashawn's been aiming for this whole match.
Definitely.
Both men are down now, folks. Looks like T-Dub's got the small advantage of who's going to get up first, though.
Yeah, the referee started his count. It doesn't look like T-Dub's going to let it go much farther, though.
You can tell T-Dub's in tremendous pain. He's hopping around. You might as well start calling him Hop-Along Hood.
Hop-Along Hood going one-on-one with Rough Rider Rashawn with a kick to the guts. DJ Seismic in the background providing the lights and sound all night long.
3 big kicks to the chest by T-Dub.
Look at this now, coming in with a big forearm. full speed ahead.
Big sprinting, charging forearm there, folks. And then a big kick
Look
to
at
the
this
face,
now.
but he catches him.
Too many
He
times.
chucks him.
Oh, down into the mat, Dusty with a big power bomb.
Every time TW3 seems to gain a leg up, it just seems to get thrown back in his face. Rough Rider Rashawn completely owning this match, folks.
Well, I gotta say, he went to that corner too many times, Dusty. Running forearm, running kick at some point, as we're looking at right now. Rough Rider Rashawn, a 12-year vet, he's not just going to stand there and take that.
No, that's where it comes in. You know, that's where T-Dub will probably look at this tape and he'll probably say, if he wins or loses matches, he said that's what decided the difference.
Definitely. Rough Rider Rashawn having his way now. Big shots to the face.
And that's something we haven't seen from him yet, actually. He started out with the manhandling and throwing around, but he went right to the legs.
Well, you know something, Dusty? These guys have faced each other before in other promotions. Maybe that's something Rough Rider Rashawn. Look at this now. Rolling him up. 3
And
count.
that's it, folks. That is
You
it.
gotta be kidding me, Dusty. Out of nowhere.
TW3, who has had a hard time this whole match, out of nowhere with a big roll-up to take the 3-count sheet.
And you can tell by the look on his face that even he's surprised that he caught that one.
Now you have to wonder what the veteran did to his leg for the future of this. How is he going to feel come championship? Is that leg going to be an issue?
Hop along hood, I don't know. Look at the replay here, brought to you by Monster Energy Drink. I drink them every day, Dusty.
This was a huge time in the match right here. This is where I thought he was going to gain the momentum back with this big reversal kick to the face.
You know, if you drink a lot of Monsters, your piss comes out almost neon green.
I heard it was orange, but yes. Blue, just like on Follow. Too many Nuka-Colas.
Here's the spot where TW3 got caught up in the post. Rough Rider Rashawn too many times, but T-Dub out of nowhere.
Nobody would have thought that right there, folks. What a tremendous way to end this match for
Rashawn
TW3.
is in shock. He doesn't want it to be over. TW3 gonna advance in the tournament. Let's listen. So long from PWR.
Next week on Pro Wrestling Revolution.